confusing now that you ask me. Now that I look at it, like, why is that one little section blocked off? But once I get past it, I'm fine. Patrice Rickard. Wow. They really know how to do fucking interiors on this game. Like, holy shit, they're gorgeous. This engine just makes this game shine more and more. The more we do, you know, on here, it feels like...
I'm not sure I have ever, in my entire life, felt more out of place than I do at this moment.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
Always plenty of filing to be done.
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high-priority HHC business only.
Show him Mr. HHC access card. It's official enough for you.
Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
Fine.
Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms?
Oh, what a shame.
You don't have to be sarcastic about it. Look, you don't have time to wait on new forms, and I can't afford the citations for impeding HAC business. So I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on Dervish Mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Okay. Sounds fair enough. Hey, I'm actually playing Fallout 4. Nice. It's good to hear. Let me know how your stability test goes. All right, we made it. Herbicil plat.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery.
What exactly do you do here?
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby.
Any chance I could meet the Chairman Rockwell?
Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else?
I'll be on my way. Locked. Sealed. There's got to be a way there.
Excuse me, just a moment. Is there something I...
You could dismantle a single room of this place, sell the materials, and feed...
And Mr. Clark's message to Earth. Return to root. View priority messages. Print ministry keycard. Exit.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. we will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again.
Damn it.
And someday, in the not-too-distant future,
It's
when
awesome.
we solve this crisis, we'll all be back together again, working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
All right. So we leveled up again. We're level 28, guys. Let's see. Go to perks. So we're gonna go with this one. All right. Again, Mystery of Accuracy and Morale Key. Personal files. What's taking so long? How long does it take to clear out an abandoned office? Toss Clark's belongings into the streets of Byzantium for all I care. He's not using them. Just get to my office expansion done before I return. I'm tired of staring at that hole in the wall. For law's sake, do something about the doom and gloom presentations. We have the brightest minds in Halcyon working in our public relations department, and they make this announcement sound like the damn funeral elegy. We need something bright and cheerful. We need something we can sell. CR. Personal files. Percival. Reschedule my regular Wednesday massage. I have urgent matters to attend off-site. CR. Food reserves. Chairman, I made inquiries and can confirm we have plenty of food, real food, stored away from our inter-colony trade. The nutritional profile is the food produced within Halcyon has continued to decline. Soon people are going to start feeling hunger no matter how they eat. Unfortunately, it's gotten too expensive to continue buying, and even from the closest colonies, but what we have will sustain Byzantium and a minimal workforce for the foreseeable future. Sophia. The other corporations. Chairman, the heads of the other 9 corporations are up in arms about the shares again. As head of UDL, you can override them easily, but I thought you should know that they're at it again. Percival. Turn to roots. Why does I haven't came in here and said get the hell out of here or something like that? Broken snow globe. I want to play the piano.
I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
We get back to your desk. I saw somebody eyeing your stationery.
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
Bam, we convinced him. We did it. Bam. I just got ganged up by 3 bandits and I was leaving Sanctuary and died. Game is working fine for right now. Yeah. Yeah, one of the 2 times my game crashed, I had died and it tried loading the previous save. So I know that's an issue. I know that's an issue for sure. So if you have any issues, that's probably somewhat related to that, I would assume. I'm pretty certain that's a bug in general. But that's good to hear that it's working fine for right now. That's kind of funny. New Vegas actually crashes far less for me than 4 does. Because if you
really need all the security.
Because if you mod New Vegas enough, it's actually really fucking stable. And I'm waiting for a Fallout 4 mod to get like that too, you know, where it's like, you know, you don't have to worry about crashes. Get a Fallout 4 anti-crash. Like, why isn't that a thing yet? By competent devs. Like, what I'm trying to figure out why, you know, New Vegas has an anti-crash, but why doesn't Fallout 4 have an anti-crash, you know? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, could they bring anti-crash over in some form to 4? Since 4 is essentially a slightly updated engine. Or am I just overly thinking it? I'm just waiting for the day that somebody actually, you know, goes out of their way and does something like New Vegas anti-crash, so I'm waiting for that. Dimethyl sulfide. These guys look like they absolutely hate their jobs.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
Show the chairman's keycard. How's this for clearance?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Aw, shit. Okay, we're gonna find another way. We should be able to find another way.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That will...
Employee complaints. Theodore Isaacs keeps eating pulpberry lunches. I know the sprat-toothed little snot is the one doing it. I've seen him with the cracker crumbs on his lips and purple berry stains on his lab coat. Working next to him, seeing him pick up the remains of my lunch out of his disgusting teeth just makes me want to scream. There, I did it. I screamed a little. That felt good. I'm just going to sit in the kitchen and wait for him to do it again. I'll catch him in the act, and then I'll come back and write up another entry. I'm going to be so livid. Return to route.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
I already showed you my pass.
And you're still not cleared.
And you're still not cleared. What an asshole.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. And, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
Caroline Endicott.
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
You know Theodore Isaacs?
I knew it. He's eating your lunch too, isn't he? That greedy little cysty pig. This is great. I finally have someone else to complain to.
What I'd give for a surplus of food to complain about.
Complaining is a competitive sport in Byzantium.
You'll get your turn. Right now, we're talking about Theodore.
I'm delivering a formal reprimand to Theodore, but management forgot to send my ID.
Oh, that's no problem. I can get you into the lab. In fact, let's go there now. Theodore's out right now, but we should be ready when he gets back. That way, everyone can see you chew him out. This is going to be so good.
Okay. I guess we're gonna go chew the guy out just so we can get into there. But whatever, you know. All it takes is a little bit of looking around, and yeah, that's all it takes.
Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt. I'll wait here for Theodore, just in case.
Yeah, we made it. Why was this room locked? Yeah, I don't see why that room was locked.
I usually just kick him down.
That's how she reacted. I usually just kick him down.
They'll never see us.
Ooh. We already have one of those though, actually. Whatever. We'll take it. Alright, so now we're gonna head down to the bottom floor. Even though it's very ill-advised to do so, we're gonna do it anyways.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That's actually a spectacular.
Let the record show that subject 23K's cause of death is cerebral vascular injury.
Ooh, that was a close one. Okay.
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some identification.
Mr. Edcott can vouch for me.
Let me guess. She's still holding the catch-up packet incident over Holt's head, right? We've talked to her before. She can't keep letting her special friends down here.
Hey, I'm extra special.
Just get out of here. I don't want to catch you hanging around.
Fine.
How'd you do that so fast?
Ouch. My leg. Transfer methosulfide to canister. Further information. Transfer 100%. Turn the root. View lab notes. Addition of methyl to the current round of tests has resulted in some improvements. Subjects are showing improved circulation, increasing neural activity. However, the formula is still missing something. We're still unable to fully revive subjects from the long-term hibernation. Removing their supply of methyl sulfide results in their rather excruciating death. The problem is compounded when we consider reviving the freezing subjects multiple times over their lives. To make matters worse, we've had a hard time securing additional demosyl sulfoxide. We may have to make do with this batch. Return to root. Oh shit, we killed them! We killed them! I feel so bad now. I feel so bad, we killed them! They had lives too! That's terrible. That is terrible. Could I take some expired painkillers I found off a dead raider? And why not? If that's the only thing you have, I mean, you kind of have to make it work, you know? Okay, we made it. Damn, we got it. I think we may have accidentally done some of the main quest without realizing it. I think that's what just happened. Yeah. Yeah, we did some of the main quests on accident. Let's see. So this one, we're not going to bother with that one because we got to get a suit. We got to get a suit of armor and headpiece from the Iconoclast, the Marauders, and Spacer. Which, I mean, I will do that later when I actually have the money to do so. Find and kill Eva Charend. Let's go. See, I don't understand that. Like, why is that one little section restricted like that? Ledger Charn's home.
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
Sealed. Shit. No? Is there a back door? Or maybe a hidden door somewhere, maybe? Ah, yep. Logs. Cascadia compromised. I received a message that an unrecognized user was looking through the files of my Cascadia terminal. Maybe some marauder with 2 firing brain cells, maybe not. Hope whoever it is understands that the sacrifices made by Monarch and HRS 1084 serve as a higher purpose. One day, when all of us have obtained a new state of being, humanity may forgive my sins. Continue. HRS 1084. We did something about this earlier, didn't we? The worst suspicions confirmed. HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of the suspension tanks, my team. As usual, the handlers of the board are no help until I deliver results that they can replicate, package, and disperse to the general population. They desire only silence and obedience from the likes of me. Continue. Yet another relocation. Circumstances were hardly optimal for the primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me, and some combination of cabin fever and paranoia source HRS 1084. Perhaps my home is the steady fest of Byzantium. Will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed. The ones I lost to work continues in isolation and loneliness. Perhaps as it should. We're back. All right. The first extraterrestrials. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superior authority on the worlds we touched. Colonism worked for a time. But the oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to the force greater than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Laboratory access. Unseal entrance. That's not where we need to go. It's gonna be right here. These blue doors.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
I'm the one asking the questions.
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking.
Came to blow the lid off your alien conspiracy.
My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please, I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
I'm listening.
If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
It's startling, but it doesn't explain the research I found.
The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
Adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough.
Burned through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Isn't Cornelius Vanderbilt one of the cruisers patrolling Halcyon?
It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it. That ain't a shock. Board folks will lie to their own mothers if it preserves their paychecks.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
Sent me after a conspiracy, but it looks like I found a cover-up instead.
I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy.
The board wants to adapt the entire population to Halcyon?
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off Halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope. Fuck that. People are people, and ought to stay the way they were born. They start trying to tinker with my blood, I'll bury them.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Now talk, where do we go from here?
You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
Okay, what would you do in my shoes?
Look, cold-blooded murder ain't easy on my spirits. But this, all this research, all these experiments, it's wrong. It's all void damn wrong.
Everything I did was for the good of the colony. Consider that.
What do you think, Ellie?
I try not to, least when it comes to the moral dilemmas. Lilia Hagen's a useful ally to have, but I'll back you up either way.
I hope you know what you're doing, Captain. I leave it in your hands.
I can't let this go on, Doc.
Got the drop on
The board's reputation decreased. Okay, we're doing what's right for civilization. That's what we're doing. Subject will need medical treatments beyond their current understanding before any attempt to extraction is made. You should have let me go, Laura. I drew a short straw. It was my turn. I don't think I'm strong enough to go on without you. I'll never stop researching for a way to bring you back. If I foil the architect, annihilate your place in the equation. Okay. For some reason I couldn't read right there for a second. Okay, so what's our well, I'm curious to see what our reputation is with the board. Off-put. So we're off-put. Vendor prices are increased by 10%. Damn it. Yeah, I like how it punishes you on your reputation, though. You know, like how your reputation can kind of affect like your prices, essentially, and stuff like that. You know. I do like that. It's a nice little feature to have. Let's get out of here. At least the way it is, it's not like I'm going to be attacked on sight. It's just that they're going to be kind of not trusting of me, essentially. Is there anything over here? No. Okay. There's a convenient way of moving. Okay, obviously. All right, so now we're gonna make our way back to the ship. I'm gonna still tell her about the fact that she. I mean, if I can, I'm gonna tell her about the fact about the whole research thing and all that.
Oh, for the good old days when you could simply.
Spacer's Choice Dehydrated Water Tablet. Just add air. Now available in carbonate.
I'm actually starting to memorize my place around the city. Kinda. Just a little bit. You get to that point where you travel to a city so much, or a place on a game so much, that you start to memorize it. I think this should be the last quest she had for us, I believe. I hope I'm right. But
Some
yeah,
crew
let's see.
members are causing a You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
I'm just getting started.
I'm glad to hear that. This may come as a surprise, but I happen to enjoy your work. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. You walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed.
Who the fuck is this?
All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
Huh. You almost sound like you approve.
Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
Not sure I trust you yet.
Then let me help you make up your mind. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
Here people need better security. Anybody could have... I'm listening. How did you find my ship?
There's exactly one vessel in all of Byzantium that looks like it dropped out of an Aetherwave drama. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Oh, hell no.
Wanted for what exactly? He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of noise on this signal. Could you fuck off and never call back?
You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Get out of here. Oh, we're not helping her. Fuck that. Fuck that. We're helping this
The
guy.
Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark. I'll lock up behind you.
Alright, let's go. And I think we did all our companion quests pretty much, I believe. I think. See, Felix, we did his. We did Pravati's. And Sam, I don't think that robot would have a quest. Because he's just a robot. Back with Bacon. Welcome back.
Slap your whole family tonight. CNP pancake mix. Now requires no milk. Seriously, don't miss it.
Man, why do you gotta tease me with the bacon crafter? Why you gotta do that?
Is it done?
It's done. Charn's dead.
Well, well. Looks like someone's due for a promotion. How does Vice President of Aggressive Acquisitions sound to you, contractor?
Bud Light VP armor. It's me like a glove.
You've certainly earned it, my blood-soaked rising star. Catherine heard I was taking you on full-time and sent along a present of her own. I've had it delivered to your ship. From now on, the board will think twice before fucking with Lilia Hagen, savior of humanity.
A pleasure working for you, Miss Lila.
Be sure to mention that in your travels. We could use the free advertising.
Vice President of Aggressive Acquisitions. Got a nice ring to it.
I'm not sure we should go telling folks we had anything to do with this.
Well, if there's nothing else, I need to review some applications, seeing as I just lost my best contractor.
The thing about the assault cruiser Cornelius Vertibilt?
Not as much as I'd like. The board dispatched it to Earth on a resupply mission, I think. Why?
Charmin sent a research query via the cruiser and never heard back.
Interesting. It's possible the board wanted the cruiser to disregard ancillary tasks. But to what end? I'll have someone look into it. But for the moment, we're pissing in the wind and shooting in the dark. Considering how you get around, you'll probably find answers before I do.
No crashes yet, nice.
I don't charge for curiosity. At least, not yet I don't.
Back to work. Alright. Attend the audition. Maverick said the audition would be held on the top floor of Odeon Pictures building.
CNP Borg Pocket can be microwaved in 2.5.
Let's see.
Is it just me, or is Groundbreaker feeling extra chilly? Maybe you ought to help yourself to a piping hot frozen dinner.
Oh, it's Martin. Hey, Martin. Still wearing the hat?
How observant. I'm authorized to state that this uniform is more than headgear. It's a state of mind, and our customers know the difference.
That's what you gotta trade.
Have a look.
Let's see. Well, how do you know if it's Spacer's choice, though? I mean, because like these are Spacer's choice, but these are not. See, that's the issue I have here. The dilemma I have. How much are we banking on? We got 38,000 bits. That is awesome. No crashes yet. That's good to hear.
Those purple-berry punch. You want a punch? Here.
That's always good though, no crashes.
If you stop in the engine room...
Heavy machine gun 2. I don't know where I got that, but I am curious to see what it is.
Would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
Don't move. Something busted, Captain?
Dust accumulation analysis. 2.5.
Oh, that just happened. What happened? Decommissioning you from service. You're fired. No, I'm not firing him. Why would I fire him? He's not doing anything wrong. Like, I've tried talking to them and seeing if it would send him over to her, but
if you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
Terra 2, back to Byzantium. What just happened to my Fallout 4?
We're now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
What just happened? A crash or what?
Take someone to watch your back, please.
Honestly, I don't know why. I just like bring Parvati with me. She's fucking cool about this stuff, you know? I don't know what it is. Raider child with a sawed-off almost killed when dog meat ripped their throat out. Oh, that's brutal. How come it took me 8 streams to notice how annoying this little screen effect is? Like, I never looked at lights like directly, so like I didn't notice it. So like when I'm looking at other things, I don't notice it, but if I'm looking near here, I see that effect. It'll be grim dark Fallout 4. I'm guessing you got a mod where it allows where there's Raider children with guns and shit. I'm guessing. And let me guess, a killable children mod as well.
Wouldn't it be try anti-Theo? It's better than nature.
Nailed. I personally don't use those type of mods just because I feel kind of wrong. Feel kind of wrong installing such a mod. I don't know why. It's cool that it's a mod, you know. It's just that for me personally, I wouldn't want to have that mod personally. That's just how I am preferably. I'm not that kind of person. Let's see.
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
Like it's for some people it's for feeling wrong as well, and that's why I use it. Gives rares a more human
do this, are we?
touch.
Promise me. Yeah, huh?
Great, you made it. Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural.
Got it.
We gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And because Josh is paying to see their logo on the big screen.
I can work with that.
See, I knew you'd get it. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you got.
Makes me give a damn about who I'm killing.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this Settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours. With their
Makes sense,
patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable.
You foul pirate, I won't let you get away with this.
Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too... Oh, sorry. I already said that.
Are we on camera now? Because I really don't care to be.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us.
What of it?
What indeed? I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my superior numbers with tactical thinking and a Hammersmith limited edition grenade launcher. I've been waiting for 5 years now, and at last my day for vengeance has come.
That's what you think.
Yes, it is.
This what passes for entertainment around here? They ought to try tossing back a Spectrum Red and going rapt hunting. Someone's bound to lose an eye. It'll be a riot.
Hey, no one told me we were giving critics an early look. I gotta focus, okay? I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon transistors. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma particulate field and the quantaponic chain reaction will turn this whole place into vaporized plasma.
Most of those words are made up, and the ones that aren't real don't work like that.
Plasma's already a vapor-like kind of thing. You can't re-vaporize it. Can you?
Quiet. You're supposed to be an extra. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death and dismemberment waivers because this is the end for you.
Finally.
You're not even taking this seriously. I refuse to work like this. I've done Aetherwave spots for Wentworth, I'll have you know. To the break room, everyone. I need my Moab fizzy tea.
Cut! That was interesting, kid. Real novel take. Let's take 5.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there. We've got to review your footage before we make a final decision, though.
Okay.
Here, take this for making the trip down here. Don't call us. We'll call you.
Okay. Okay. Macallus, apparently. Sounds good to me. Gain a bit cartridge, 625. Awesome. Board reputation increased. So we decreased it and we increased it just now. What's my reputation right now? See, we're like half and half still. You call these crates, we need at least twice as many and grungier. The grungy as you can get it. This is supposed to be an authentic space adventure. The real space adventures have crates. Next time you see that set, there had better be loads and loads of fucking crates and you're fucking fired. Maverick Johnson. Let's see where this elevator goes. Yeah, I swear, that guy, I swear. Turn around. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go do Return to Phineas. We're gonna get more of the main story done. We got a lot of upgrades we're just hoarding, guys. So that's why I'm selling, like, all but one. High Society cigarettes. 4.5 credits. Stogie Slims. Drop it on me. We can get rid of like half of these. We really don't need that many of that. Sublight VP armor. It's not bad. Pretty neat.
Rizzo's purple berry.
But yeah, task, I don't feel like this is a necessary task. I think that's just completely optional. Side quest, hunt down and kill Captain McReed. I am still debating on that one. I don't know if I want to kill the guy or not.
Crunch, triple kill.
Because I really don't want to help the corporation in any way, as best as I can.
All right, how does this sound?
Well, we'll see.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man.
I'm gonna think on that one, you know.
The dissidents actually.
Anti-Creo's metal head. feeling a little off.
You can do it in freaking diagonal if you really wanted to. I didn't think you could. Sorry, I'm just looking at the little features here and there, you know.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Alright. Back to Phineas's lab.
Now arriving at Phineas's top secret orbital lab.
I wonder if we can let him know that that she tried to contact us. Honestly, I don't mind helping Phineas out though. It seems like a pretty cool person, I mean, so why would I turn on him?
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Forget about the chemicals for a second. The colony's on the verge of collapse.
Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
Gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Hysalon.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have: time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
Find your chemicals in the ministry. The board was testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
I had to let the test subjects die, but I brought back all the chemicals they had.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
The board's trying to mitigate damage to human tissue during the revival process.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly 0 progress.
Focus, Phineas. Halcyon's going to collapse unless we do something.
We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
You need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route the power from the Unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
Okay. I've got some questions.
Certainly. How can I help?
Should I expect any resistance?
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
Alright, no more questions, I'm ready. Just so we're clear, you know skip drives aren't supposed to be used like this.
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
People aren't going to notice a gigantic colony ship slamming into the rings of Terra 2?
Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Alright. No more questions, I'm ready.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
I'll talk to you about Hope.
Certainly. How can I help?
That's all for now. Alright.